Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Q&A. Today our hashtag was Pad Kid Poured Curd Pulled Cod Burritos, which a lot of you had some feelings on. Also, the art in the background is adorable and it's from @thepolygonheart on Twitter, so thank you so much for the art. So just to catch you guys up on a few things, one thing is that I have a kitten in my lap right now. You might wind up seeing her if she gets fascinated by whatever's going on up here, which occasionally happens. And number two, you might be wondering, why, Dodger, do you have two TARDISes and a Darth Vader mask instead of your normal mugs? And the answer may or may not be that I spilled sweet and sour sauce all over all of them moments before this. All right, the way that we do our Q&As here, if you've never been here before, is I will answer 3 questions from each mug. First mug is work questions, second mug is personal questions, and third mug is silly shenanigansy questions. So let's get to it. Monopolizing my arm now. That's cool. I didn't need it anyway. Oh yeah. Yeah, dexterity. At Okamifuyu, do you think you'll get TB and a Kigurumi if he ends up in town on a friend zone day? Look, here's the thing about friendship. You know when to just not ask someone to do something. If there are 2 things in this world that I know for a fact, the first one is that my dad will always hate vegetables, and the second one is that TB will never be on friend zone. Would he be in a Kigurumi? Maybe, you know, in his life at some point. Maybe he's already been in a Kigurumi before. Whoa, wouldn't that blow your mind? I want those pictures. But he will never, ever be on friend zone, and I know this for a fact. Oh, you let go. I just realized. At Bales MC, can you beatbox? No. The most that I ever do of beatboxiness is I go, that's really the limit of my abilities. I can also do like, Jaywoods would be so ashamed, just so ashamed that we're even friends. Why does this one feel fuller? I know I put the same number of questions in all of these mugs. All right. At Trade Chat, on a scale of 14 to butts, how much do you like pie? Butts! Dude, pie is the best. Can we just level right now? Pie is so much better than cake. All pies better than cake, except cow pies. I would eat a cake over a cow pie. What is happening in here? It's like they're all stuck to the bottom. Okay, at Boblin Wow. Boblin Wow? Let's go with that. What is your favorite part of your job? My favorite part of my job is seeing somebody on their own channel and being like, wow, they seem like a super cool dude, or wow, that seems like a super cool chick. And then meeting them in real life and having them actually turn out to be a super cool dude or a super cool chick. That's like the best feeling in the world because, you know, you can look up to somebody as much as you want, but at the end of the day, if you meet them in real life and they just suck, like they're just a sucky human being, that's so defeating. So yeah, I would say that my favorite part of my job is the people that I get to meet and being able to reassure myself that not everybody in the entertainment industry is just an awful person. I should fold these into origami sometime. Oh my god, can you imagine I just pull cranes out? That would be the best, but it would take so long for me to open them up and do questions. I'm never gonna do that. At Gaming Augmented, what is your biggest pet peeve about your own personality? That is such an introspective question. Can you just level with yourself right now and tell us what is the thing that you just lay awake at night wishing was different about your entire self? I would say that part of my personality that I've been working on for a long time is being okay with conflict. Especially since I've now been in a position where there's always the possibility that someone might try to scam you. Like just being willing to calm down in the moment that I might get frustrated or upset about something and really think about what's going on and analyze the situation and be able to address it rather than getting emotional or upset. It's something that I have worked on a lot because my whole life up until I became an adult, it was just kind of like, avoid conflict at all costs, no, 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 no. And in friendships, in relationships, in work, like you just have to be able to talk about things, like just communicate like a person. So I would say that's my biggest pet peeve about myself, but I'm working to fix it. So, yeah. Oh. At Batman. Can you believe I couldn't read Batman? At Batman ZYX, how many burritos can you eat in one sitting? I mean, it all depends on who's making the burrito, right? Like, what if they're itty bitty burritos? I could eat 1,000,000 of those. But like, if we're talking double wrapped Chipotle burrito, like this big, like a baby burrito, I can eat one of those on a good day. Most of the time, I wind up with like that little bit at the bottom that I just can't finish, even though I stare at it for so long. I'm like, if only I could eat this. It still looks so delicious, but I'm so full I might barf. At John D1231, do you think Polaris is going to help fight against ID claims, and what do you think of it? Oh my god, guys. Content ID claims have been awful. Like, it's been really, really bad across the board. I do know for a fact, because I'm there every day, that everybody at Polaris is working constantly to try and fix all of these claims. But you know, it's hard. It's not their fault, you know? Like, it is their job to help, but it's not their fault that it happened. And I think that that's what a lot of different networks are dealing with right now, where people are just like, why did this happen? It's like, it's YouTube/Google, like, I know, like, for me going forward, I've been triple checking to make sure that the content I'm going to make isn't going to be a problem for anybody. So like with Butt Bag, for example, Capcom notoriously has problems with people utilizing their stuff, and so does Nintendo. So I've been asking over and over again, like, are you sure that it's okay for me to play this game on my channel? Like, just making sure that there's not going to be a problem, because regardless of how you are established in the network, like, things can go wrong. Last personal question. At Lazy Banana, Lazy_banana, do you consider yourself a furry? I'm assuming that you are asking this because I love to dress up as foxes and wear a lot of fox accessories and clothing and all of that. So for me, I think that there's a huge difference between somebody who feels a connection with an animal and somebody who identifies with that animal. So for me, I feel a connection with foxes. I don't personally identify myself as a fox, much like a furry would, but I would say that I am furry friendly. I don't think that there's anything wrong with furries. I think that it's a perfectly harmless and wonderful way to express yourself. And so, you know, I don't personally identify that way, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with people who do. And I definitely understand feeling like a connection to an animal, obviously, because I love foxes, but like, I wouldn't personally say, I think I am a fox, like, spiritually. I don't think that's accurate at all. But God, foxes are just the best. Aren't foxes awesome? They're like the best animal. I love them so much. Last question of the day. At TobyGreen1, butts or boobs? Isn't that just the question? Isn't that just the question? Butts or boobs? They're both so good. And so similar to one another, and yet completely different, and used for completely different things. You know, I don't think that I could choose. I don't think that I could choose butts or boobs, because both are necessary. You know, they're necessary to life, and just so beautiful. But anywho, that's been the Q&A. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully when we do a Q&A next time, you'll be following me on Twitter, so you know when I ask for questions, and then you can ask whatever you want, and maybe it will appear in not these mugs, the ones that are covered in sweet and sour, other mugs, different. Goodbye.